thinking about you day and night. I can't get enough. Oh, nah. I can't lie. I love the way you're messing with my mind. I can't get enough of my sweet Madeline. You're the reason why I'm waking up smiling. Oh, my sweet Madeline. Your name is written all over my heart. I can't stop. Yeah, I wanna be the one to hold you close, 'cause you're the only one I'm dreaming of. My love, my love, my love, my love, my love. Tell me, do you feel the way I do? 'Cause I only wanna ride with you. My love, my love, my love, I wanna ride with you. My love, my love, my love, I wanna ride with you. Yeah. My love, my love, my love. The things you do to me, I can't escape it. The air that I breathe even speaks of you. Yeah. Oh, I can't lie. I love the way you're messing with my mind. I can't get enough of my sweet Madeline. You're the reason why I'm waking up smiling. Oh, my sweet Madeline. Your name is written all over my heart. No, I can't stop. So I'm not giving you up. No, I'll give you all that I got. Oh, I confess with each beat of my heart. Oh, I'll be true. So I'm not giving you up. No, I'll give you all that I got. Oh, I confess with each beat of my heart. Oh, I promise you. Oh, I wanna be the one to hold you close, 'cause you're the only one I'm dreaming of. My love, my love, my love, my love, my love. Tell me, do you feel the way I do? 'Cause I only wanna ride with you. My love, my love, my love, I wanna ride with you. Yeah. My love, my love, my love, I wanna ride with you. stay, and I will. I will. Hit it off tonight. Hit it off. Hit it off tonight. Hit it off tonight. Hit it off. Hit it off tonight. Hit it off. Hit it off tonight. Hit it off tonight.
All right, welcome back to the league. We're here for round 2 at Daytona. I'm joined by my co-commentator, Ryder. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, we're here for the Division 1 race. After an exciting Division 2 race, a lot of battles going on in Division 2 that we're really excited about. I hope Division 1 will be equally as entertaining.
I'm excited to see some bunk drafting that would happen on this speedway.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of the courses or tracks that it's really beneficial to work together with people down the straight than to fight with them, especially going into the bus stop.
Especially on the back straight on a T1. You don't know until you do it how much that bunk draft actually helps you on top speed.
Yep. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see here. So today we are missing Ember from, I believe he is on team, let's see, he is on team Art of Racing. So Art of Racing will be down one team member today. Quick recap on the results from last week. So team.com is at the top of the leaderboard for Division 1 and Division 2. Not surprising. Let me see here. Gotta pull up the standings real quick. Why is this so hard? Oh, here we go. So, Division 1, Team.com is in the lead with 44 points. We have Art of Racing with 28 in second. Hoonigan Honeys, third with 19. Beef Supreme, fourth with 15. And Threat Level Midnight with 0 points. So, tough round 1 for Threat Level Midnight. Division 2, we have Team.com with 34 points. Beef Supreme only behind in second with 30 points, so only 4 points behind. Threat Level Midnight with 19 in third place. Hoonigan Honeys fourth with 18, and then Art of Racing in fifth with 4 points. Alright, so as the cars start crossing the start-finish line for the first time, T-Bone sets a time of a 1:47.6. That will be the benchmark for now. And as I say that, Willie sets a 1:46.0, taking provisional pole position.
This is also one of the trickier qualifying tracks, so you never know who you might get the draft from, or might be hindered by getting a draft from someone. So it's all play in the game too.
Yep. Most definitely. I find that one of actually the most frustrating things about qualifying on a track like Daytona, where the draft matters so much. Like, it's not just based off of pure pace. It's based off of, like, there's a little bit of element of luck that gets thrown in, and I personally, as a driver, I don't appreciate that, but as a viewer, I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, of course. It's just how lucky you can get with the draft, you know?
Yeah. So Sir
But
Hames.
also,
Go ahead, sir.
I was saying for qualifying, doesn't, sure it might help you up a couple spots, but also what comes into play is how can you hold that spot, since you're faster than your pace with the draft.
Yep. Yeah, most definitely. It's certainly tricky because, yeah, if you do qualify ahead, you have to find a way to stay there, which you could probably do if you stay tucked in behind someone enough. But if you're too slow in the infield, and you find yourself falling out of the draft on the back straight, then you'll just start losing places, and you'll be a sitting duck. So Sir Hames jumps into second place with a 1:45.9. Willie improves his time with a 1:45.5. The field's still pretty tight in the top couple of positions. Welcome, Whip 90. What do you love about Daytona so much? Personally, for me, I like it because it's really good for racing. The draft really gets cars close together. Turn 1's a really exciting passing corner if you can get cars side by side. Yeah, the bus stop is superb. So many good things to like about this track.
I think what dictates a good track is the amount of overtaking zones. Every corner on this track is a great opportunity to do an overtake, to make a move.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like
Even though
T1,
turn 1 can be one of the sketchiest.
yeah, T1 is like sketchy.
Corners.
Yeah, T1 is definitely sketchy. The bus stop is sketchy too, and those are the two corners that are at the end of the two longest straights. So it's amazing. I think also the fact that the finish line is at the end of like the long straight after the bus stop. It's so exciting for like last laps of races. We've seen Daytona in the past, Daytona 24 have like, battles going down to the last corner, and then they draft and cross the line, side by side. It's such a cool track.
Even with the Daytona 500 that recently passed just the other day, there was like a 6-car collision at the finish line. So even the normal oval has fun and issues at the same time.
Yeah, I watched the last lap of the Daytona 500. That was absolutely insane. Yeah,
So many cars destroyed.
Ridiculous.
Millions of dollars just out the window. It's a smoke show. Also, looking at it so far, it looks like Willie still has a decent lead on pole.
And I gotta say, Sir Hames stepping up this season and being competitive with Willie and Anthony Collazo. It's really, I wouldn't say entirely unexpected, but certainly what not was on my radar going into season 6 here. Season 7, excuse me.
Yep. He's definitely been showing his pace. And it's whatever he's doing, whatever he's learned, it's definitely working out.
I don't want to toot my own horn here, but Sir Ames and I did, like, I think it was last year, we did like a one-on-one session, and I kind of analyzed a couple of laps he did, gave him some feedback, and I'm willing to take credit for that, his improvement in the past year.
Well, of course, take all the credit, man. Like, you've made this league, this lobby, this group of people. And coincidentally enough, wasn't Sir Hames one of the first ones who happened to join?
Yeah, it's...
If memory serves correctly.
He was, amongst the first to join. And in general, I think it's, like, jokes aside, it's really nice to see people who've been here for a while improve quite a bit. Like, seeing Lame King in Division 2. Lame King was actually the first person to ever join LRC. Like, the first Reddit post I put up, I think it was for a karting event. He was like the first person to respond to me. It's good to see someone like Lamb King like win the sprint race and then also get a podium after, I'd say it's probably years now of being in D2 and struggling.
Yes, I remember I was looking for a league a couple years ago and happened across your post and said, sure, why not? You can always learn more because there's always something to glean from someone or anyone. And now it's been over 2 years.
Yeah, it's crazy how time flies, man. It's been, I think LRC has been, 2.5 years, I think. It's crazy.
It's been a long time. It's like I said, time flies. It is a little weird to think about that I've been now in a race with these guys for 2.5
years already.
years
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. All right, so Accession was the last of our cars to cross the start-finish line. Willie maintains the provisional pole position with a 1:45.5. Sir Hames takes the second place starting position with Anthony Colazzo in third, starting in third. Dip out qualifying Bob in the qualifying for round 2. I think it was the other way around in round 1. Funny enough, this, aside from Sir Hames and Colazzo, was the finishing order of last race for the top 5.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So we got T-Bone in 6th place, Accession starting from 7th, Ads from 8th. We got Cecil Turtle starting from 9th. Let's take a look at the results in a little bit more detail here. So again, we got Ads starting from 8th place. The middle from 3rd to 7th, they're all in the 146s, so we'll expect probably a pretty tight field. I think the competition really is going to be the top 3. Sir Hames, Willie, and Anthony Colazzo are going to be real tight together. There's going to be a midfield battle probably between Dip, Bob, T-Bone, and Accession. And Ads too. Ads is very close to their times as well.
It all depends how they get out the gate and how the draft works in the first few laps.
Yep. And look at that, like 9th to the rest of the field, 147s, like all within a couple tenths of each other, separated by a tenth or so. So Cecil Turtle will start from 9th place, super fun, happy in 10th. Rick James starting from 11th place, Happy Hippo 12th, Dinosaur 13th, and B French 14th.
So far, it looks like Team.com has a decent lead already. All 3 cars in top 7.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of work that Willie, the team captain of Team.com, puts into his team is just, it's unparalleled. I get like a sneak peek into like all the team chats, which is a really cool thing. And it's super cool to see how much like each captain will dedicate towards their team. And Willie does so much for his team. It's wild.
Well, also doesn't help he works from home and seems to never sleep, so he has the time.
Dude, like he does not sleep. I'm pretty sure he like races Gran Turismo like while he's sleeping or something. It's like, it's nuts. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm a night owl myself. And sometimes I don't go to bed till like 3 in the morning, and I'll be on PlayStation just doing something, and I see him racing online, Australian. It's like, and he has like 1 or 2 kids, and hey, the man has priorities.
Yo, what if Willie was like 2 people? Like
I wouldn't be surprised.
one Willie like sleeps during the day, and the other Willie sleeps during the night. But then they just take turns.
One of them is a kid that we don't know that he races with.
Yeah. And his kid is like just as good as he is. It's like Goku and Gohan during the Cell Saga. Oh man.
It's gonna be an interesting race so far. Looking to qualifying times. Most of the grids about not even 2 seconds apart, other than Willie and Sir Hams.
Yeah, it's extremely close. Willie, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be tough for someone to beat Willie today, but it can happen. Like last week. It's not impossible, right? Like if there's a yellow flag or if there's a virtual safety car, and Willie gets unlucky, that's all it can take for him to potentially lose the race. And actually, you need a little bit more than that, considering that there was a safety car last race. It put him in a bad position, and he still won the race. But, yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
I mean, you don't know what can happen. Like Sir Hames, unfortunately, spun out in T2, took damage, gave Willie the win.
The thing is, have you ever seen Willie like spin out or like make a mistake? I think I've seen him make a mistake like once ever in the history of LRC.
The one time I nearly got him, it was last season 6. It was my best finish ever. Well, I got a first place in season 6.5, but it's sort of like a half season. But season 6, I got second place at Brands Hatch because Willie picked up damage from something. On the last lap, I was half a second to him, and that was the best drive I've ever done. But of course, even with damage, Willie still came out on top. But that we got damaged somewhere. He made a mistake. Something happened.
Yeah. All right, so we got the confirmation from Dinosaur. We're going to jump right into the race in just a few moments.
There we go. 14 V12s on the grid.
All right, so we got our start here. Willie is maintaining his position in first, but Sir Hames is struggling to keep his position in second place. Looks like Anthony Colazzo's got the inside into T1. Sir Hames will lose out on that second place position. And it looks like Bob passed, where did Dip go? Dip must have had an issue somewhere. So Dip dropped back into 8th place, started from 4th, but dropped down to 8th. So something happened with him. Let's take a look, see if we can see what happened here. No, he just dropped back. I don't know what happened there.
Looks like we have some chaos in the back though. Some of the cars have spun out in T2.
Oh, interestingly enough, I think I'm getting the delay again. That's annoying.
Yeah, I mean it could be Gran Turismo at the end of the day. And you're going to Bob another penalty.
Okay, well, we'll just deal with it. So Bob picks up a penalty, and he drops a position to T-Bone, now Dip, and potentially Cecil Turtle going into turn 1. Cecil makes a nice pass there.
Everything's still good for you, Wonka?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's something I can do with this audio delay. Well, we'll figure it out. Rick James here, coming up on Bob on T1. It's a nice little battle going on between Dip, Cecil Turtle, Rick James, and Bob.
Okay, Bob blew the braking zone just a little bit and lost that position to Rick James.
So Anthony now getting alongside Willie here. Oh my God. Going into the second horseshoe of the infield. Willie has to go defensive. Oh man, this is gonna back both of them up into Sir Hames. So Willie's gonna have to go defensive again. I believe this is turn 6. Oh, Willie gets squirrely on the exit. Oh man, so Sir Ames might actually have a good chance of passing both of them if they continue fighting like this. So Willie is on the racing mediums, Anthony Colazzo on the racing softs, and Sir Hames on the racing softs as well. Willie's gonna have to go defensive again into the bus stop. Oh my God, super tight racing right here.
And as predicted, the top 3 just walk away from the rest of the pack. Let's see if...
Oh my God, 3 wide. I think I got 3 wide into turn 1. Oh no.
Who's gonna play chicken? Who's gonna break first?
Oh. Wow, so Sir Hames gets along the inside of Anthony Colazzo. Anthony Colazzo goes defensive into the first horseshoe. Now, those two are fighting, but that's the worst that could happen. Or, sorry, the best that could happen for Willie. Right now, I think Sir Hames and Colazzo should do their best to work together to stick with Willie, especially because Willie has the racing medium tires. And Willie's best bet right now is just to keep them both behind during his medium tire stint.
Yeah, that'd be a good plan for him is if they burn their soft too quickly.
Yeah, definitely don't want to burn those softs out too quickly when racing each other. I think that's the biggest challenge between the two of them right now. So Anthony Colazzo gets alongside Willie down the back straight ahead of, right before the bus stop. They go alongside together at the bus stop. Oh my God, they're still side by side coming through the exit, and Sir Hames is right behind both of them with some overspeed, but he has nowhere to go, so he's gonna bump draft Willie to get that second place. But he decides to peek out and go alongside Willie down the front start-finish line, and we kind of swap positions there. Anthony Collazo now on the inside and retakes that second place, going into turn 1 on the inside. Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
But this is the racing that Daytona creates. It's these constant switchbacks.
Oh, Anthony goes deep. Tries to make a pass on the outside. Oh, but he gets squirrely in the marbles of the exit of the first horseshoe. Oh my goodness. What good racing. Like, oh my goodness. And somehow Willie stays in front. Like, it's kind of nuts. All right, so T-Bone is about 2 seconds behind the 3 cars in the lead. About a couple seconds gap between each of the cars behind, so the pack is starting to spread out just a little bit, but not by much. Once again, these 3 go into the bus stop. This time, Anthony Collazo and Willie decide to not go through the bus stop side by side. Honestly, Sir Hames just needs to bump draft Anthony Collazo and get past Willie. I think they both would benefit from that at this point.
And Willie,
oh yeah, there they go. Very nice, very, very nice. And can Sir Hames, though, hold on to that second place position on the outside of turn 1. Anthony Collazo goes deep. He's got too much speed going into turn 1. Easy mistake to make if you're bump drafting down the start-finish line. Now it's Sir Hames' turn to try to take the outside of Sir Willie. Oh, sorry, of Willie, not Sir Willie. Oh my goodness. What good racing.
Also, just looking at these cars tonight, it's just, it was such a beautiful era of racing with the old GT1 series.
Yeah, the V12, extremely loud cars, so much power. Oh, Sir Hames there.
Yeah.
Barely cuts off Anthony Collazo to maintain that inside line going down towards the bus stop. But he falls out of the slipstream there, and I think they might be going 3 wide into the bus stop. Willie backs out, and oh my goodness, Sir Hames and Anthony Collazo both go side by side to the bus stop. Willie is now behind the 2, but he's got a little bit better exit speed, it looks like. Oh my goodness. So the 2 have finally gotten in front of Willie. It is Anthony Collazo in first place now, Sir Hames in second, and they should do everything in their power to work together to pull away from Willie, but they're not. They're racing side by side, and Willie's got some good slipstream going into turn 1. Is he gonna make it 3 wide? I don't think so. Okay, there we go. But he stays on the inside, and will he be able to overtake Sir Hames going through turns 2 and 3? No, he won't. Oh. I'm speechless, man. This is so exciting.
It's just all the dynamics of different tires, the drafts, just the skill of the drivers. Just make an interesting race. As here, Div had not caught up to T-Bone to see if he can get his 4th place back.
Yeah, it's so hard to focus on the different cars right now because I don't want to miss out on any action here. But Let's see, Sir Hames. Yeah, Sir Hames is still... Oh, wait, Sir Hames loses control very briefly on the exit of turn 6. And then, man, he's struggling with the rear of that car. Last round, he lost the race pretty much due to a similar thing coming out of turn 3, I think, at Gio Villeneuve. It's a similar corner, actually, where you don't have much grip coming out of the turn, and you kind of need to be careful on the throttle because the car can be quite bouncy during that section. So Sir Hames are struggling just a little bit with the rear of the car in a overall sense.
The issue the exit onto the speedway is, like you said, the concrete isn't smooth. It's a couple of undulations and bumps in it that will absolutely send the car sideways. Hope he's to get his 4th place back into T1. Looks like he does. In range with Sir Hames too. A quarter of the way in, it's still a decent race so far.
Cecil Turtle and Rick James now in a battle for 6th place. So Dip picked up a penalty. I'm not sure where. Likely, probably the bus stop. So he will fall back behind T-Bone after making a pass into T1.
Yeah, it's Daytona's penalty zone is one of the worst, and he was get on the bus stop.
So Sir Hames still with it, trying to catch back up to Willie. The top 3 have stabilized now. Looks like Rick James was able to get around Cecil Turtle. And now Bob is sitting in 8th place at the moment. Was Bob ahead of them? I think Bob was ahead of them.
No, he got a 1 second penalty on the opening lap and lost his 5th place to Rick James and Cecil.
So Dinosaur currently sitting in 9th place. E French in 10th. Happy Hippo 11th. Accession has fallen down to 12th. I think Accession started in 7th place. Ads in 13th. But these cars are on... Sorry, Accession and Ads are on racing medium tires. Let's see, Super Fun is on softs. B French medium, Dinosaur on mediums, Bob on mediums as well. So Cecil and Rick James on racing soft tires. That's why Rick James and Cecil are a little bit ahead of the rest of the pack there. Cecil Turtle looking to potentially make an overtake going into turn 1. Decides against it. Just tucks in behind Rick James. Oh, he gives him a little bit of a punt there. And Cecil Turtle slows down to make sure that he doesn't gain an advantage. So good sportsmanship there by Cecil Turtle. just ahead,
Fortunately,
T-Bone.
no damage.
Yeah, he's got damage there on the front end.
Maybe he ran into Dip Dunkel by chance to get that front end damage.
Maybe. Dipto is, yeah, I don't know, to be honest. Because T-Bone, I guess, was fighting Dip until he picked up that penalty. And then maybe he made a mistake into turn 1 or something, and maybe he hit the tire barrier.
Yeah, that's always a dangerous spot to get take up damage.
So, as we said, that Rick James has fallen back to 9th place. Dinosaur has overtaken Rick James. Bob now is fighting with Cecil Turtle going into the bus stop. They go side by side in the entrance, and it is Bob that comes out ahead on the exit.
It seems Sir Hames caught up back to Willie, using that tire advantage to all the effect that he can.
Oh, there he goes again. Sir Hames having trouble with the rear end of the car. I'll be curious to see what his setting is for the acceleration differential.
Copy hit that corner, also test your suspension. If the rear is too stiff, it bounces and you lose traction.
Yeah, I feel like Daytona is one of those places where you need to really balance the tune between a lot of polarizing things. Like, you want top speed, but you also like want control of the car around some of the faster corners. And those two things are like, you know, the downforce setting is like completely opposite. Like, you either have one or the other. And most likely you're going to go with the choice of having extremely low downforce, so you have to compromise, you know, the stability of the car in the infield. And it's quite tough because a lot of the turns are bumpy, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, the curbs aren't too bad here, but they definitely can upset the car. Especially like like I said, on exit of turn 6.
Yep.
That will definitely test your suspension.
And luckily, Gran Turismo doesn't have the updated bus stop, but the curbs on the updated bus stop are just absolutely horrid. So, luckily, Gran Turismo hasn't had that update.
Which is fortunate, because doing the 25 hours at Daytona with those new bump stops is a challenge.
Yeah.
Scary almost.
Yeah. Alright, so it looks like the tire advantage is starting to swing the other way. We see Colazzo's time starting to fall along with the tire wear. And I believe Willie now is starting to pick it up. So Willie did his PB of 146.7 in his last lap, lap 11. And Anthony Colazzo has been doing a steady 147.2 on those Decane Racing soft tires. I think I think Colosso's going to have some trouble keeping that time in the next few laps or so.
Yeah, it looks on the gauge he is maybe 3 to 4 at most, but Willie's already on him, so it's the tire advantage is withered away. Also, by the looks of all the infield fighting, Dinosaurs came to 5th place now.
Yeah, so Cecil Turtle jumped into the pits. Looks like T-Bone did as well. T-Bone's out on a new set of racing soft tires. I think both of them were ahead of Dinosaur before they pitted. Let's see, who else? I think it was just those two that were ahead of Dinosaur. All right, so we've seen our first round of pit stops. So T-Bone went from racing soft to racing soft again. We'll see if he this time uses the racing medium and doesn't pick up a penalty for it.
Also looks like Colosso and Sir Haines dive into the pits to convert their softs, which leaves Willie and Dip to just cruise on their mediums.
Yeah, so this is looking really good for Willie and Dip. Dip is only 5 seconds behind our leader, Willie. We'll see where Colazzo and Sir Hames end up jumping out onto the track. If they jump into the traffic with a set of medium tires, it's going to be hard for them to cut their way through. Colazzo is refueling the car to 89 liters. Sir Hames a little bit more than that, 94. So Colazzo jumps out ahead of Sir Hames, and then Sir Hames ahead of T-Bone by about 7 seconds. So Sir Hames lost a little bit of time there in the pits by taking extra fuel, but I wonder if that gamble will pay off later into the race.
That fuel calculation really does matter in the end. So if you short yourself, of course, and you run out of fuel, take too much, and you waste time and weight.
Yeah.
It looks like Dinosaur is keeping a good pace, keeping their place for himself.
Surely Rick James will head into the pits. We'll see. Yeah, he slows down a little bit to get behind Bob there. So the rest of the field.
I've noticed.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, a lot of these guys are hanging 5th gear at the top of the straight, not using the 6th gear.
Yeah, that's an interesting observation.
Well, if memory serves correctly, Willie did mention the gearing's a little weird in this car. So maybe that 6th gear doesn't have the right torque band for this setup.
Yeah, they'll probably, I would imagine 6th gear probably loses speed quite a bit then once you shift over into it. But you waste a lot more gas, so obviously they've probably done the trade-off analysis on that. So yeah.
Team up. Session's going to take the inside to the bus stop, see if he holds it. Is it enough? He outbreaks B French and takes that 5th position.
Yeah, B French doesn't fight at all, but now B French has the slipstream going down the front straight. Both of them on the same exact strategy. B French looking to get side by side with Accession going into turn 1. They're catching up with Bob there in 4th. B French decides to tuck behind Accession. Bob there looking a little erratic going into turn 1. And I think he might have like hit the wall. Let's take a look. He just gets really close. So Dip and Willie has been doing some really good fuel saving in his first stint. Both Dip and Willie have been managing their tires quite well. I would imagine Willie's going to go as far as possible on these mediums. Make that fuel tank last as long as possible as well. Let's see if Willie shifts into 6th at all.
He does. But the speed stays about the same, so yeah, the torque band just isn't there in BOP.
Yeah.
But that little extra fuel can mean seconds in the pit.
So Dinosaur is not too far ahead either from Bob. He's only 2 seconds ahead.
But it looks like the medium tire guys still have only a little bit of fuel left though. So the tank definitely didn't last as long as a tire. Which is interesting because I don't think the soft tire is going to last the rest of that fuel tank.
Yeah, for T-Bone, I'm not sure. I think he's gonna go a 2-stop here, while the rest of the field I think is gonna do a 1-stop. It doesn't seem to be helping him though. Like he's not making much ground on Sir Hames. What it looks like, I think he's made a second, maybe a lap, which is, I guess, pretty good, but it's not going to be enough if you're going to make an additional pit stop in the race for it to be a viable strategy. So Willie's still out ahead. Dip's starting to get the low fuel warning. Yeah, for a whole tank of gas, they've conserved those racing medium tires quite well. It's really funny when you get the please or fuel prompt as a spectator, but it doesn't tell us how many laps of fuel they have left. I wish they did though, because that'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, it is an interesting overlay that we get for some reason. But yeah, it'd be nice to see what their actual fuel count is.
So Bob jumps into the pits, and we'll see all of our medium tire drivers coming in for the pits, either this lap or the next. So Anthony Colazzo will probably retake second place, I think, or maybe even first, because he was in first whenever he pitted. We'll see if Willie comes out on top. It's the medium tire strategy paid off. So Sir Hames has lost quite a bit of ground to Anthony Colazzo in the first part of the second stint. There's a chance Willie might have one more lap on this tank. Yeah, so he stays out. Willie's got one more lap. I think Dip will have to pit this lap. They say that he dives into the pits.
So yeah, a long pit stop for him. The next door might be diving into the pits too.
Yeah, I think all of our racing medium drivers will dive into the pits this lap. The exception being Willie, who was obviously fuel saving. B French stays out, so B French also able to fuel save to the end of lap 20.
You say that's impressive that Willie fuel saved as well as he did, battling Hames and Colazzo the entire time.
I know, right? The good thing is that he had the mediums like don't wear out all the way for the stint, so like he could have just pushed the tires more in the corners, but fuel saved while doing so. So Colazzo is 41 seconds behind Willie. I do not know what the pit time delta is. We will see when Willie takes his pit stop at the end of this lap, and where he'll end up once he jumps out of the pits. It will be close, I hope. So Anthony has been lapping a 147, mid 147 averaging. Willie has been averaging somewhere around the same. So it's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close. I think B French will jump into the pits. Oh no, I think we lost Super Fun due to a disconnect or something. Alright, so B French now in the pits. Anthony Colazzo crossing the start-finish line. Willie is still gassing up. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh my god, and Willie comes out ahead of Anthony Colazzo.
And Willie has that soft tire too.
And he has soft tires, yeah.
He's just gonna move away. But as it stands, the positions are cemented with Willie, Colazzo, and Sir Hames. It seemed like one pit stop race.
So T-Bone comes out ahead of Dip Dunkel in that exchange, but T-Bone's going to likely have to make another pit stop before the end of the race. I wonder if that was a mistake again. You know, maybe T-Bone was supposed to select the racing medium tires, but accidentally selected another set of softs.
Yeah, this game is almost 4 years old now, and it's still one of the biggest gripes is you can't cancel selection in the pit stop.
Yeah. Giving T-Bone a little bit of a bump draft there.
And maybe give it a third place, catch up to Sir Ames.
T-Bone goes deep into turn 1 and misses the apex there. That's often like a pretty, I don't want to say trick, but sometimes it is a trick. Like you can bump draft the car ahead of you and you actually get a significant amount of speed, more than you normally do going into turn 1. So your normal braking point is going to be too late, and that's like often a fun way to just get the car ahead of you out of the way.
There's a lot of people, they don't expect it, or they forget, or just something where they realize they have an extra 10, 15 miles an hour and their braking point is an extra 10 meters back.
Yeah. Yeah, it just shows you how like fine the margins are for braking correctly into turn 1. But also like how much more speed you get when you're bump drafting. Like it's probably an additional 5 to 10 miles per hour. Yeah, and like a lot of people, when they get into the race and get focused, they don't pay attention to the small changes you need to make during the race when these small factors happen, like wind changes or slipstream or bump draft speed. Yeah. Really good drivers will take all this stuff into account and adjust accordingly, but you know, it's one of those things where you have to kind of learn from experience.
Yeah, we just do it a bunch of times and be raced against, I guess is a good word for it, good term for it. You sort of get experience, but you need to be experienced by something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Bob there goes deep into turn 1. Rick James defending against Bob for 8th place. They both head into the first horseshoe in the infield. Bob's going to have a strong draft going down the back straight. So Bob's got a bit of an advantage here. He's got the racing soft tires, whereas Rick James has the mediums. Bob takes a look into down the inside, going into the bus stop chicane. Oh, they make contact going into the entrance, but nothing too egregious. Bob makes a smooth pass on Rick James. And I think that will be that between these two. Or maybe not. Rick James now has a slipstream
Will Bob defend the inside, or is Rick James going to go wide, get the braking zone?
Yeah, Bob is hugging the inside there quite aggressively, but decides to go wide into the first turn. Goes a little bit deep as well, but he keeps the position. I think Rick James is going to have a hard time fighting with Bob for that position with the medium tires, but who knows? If Bob continues to burn those soft tires out, I think Rick James will have the tire advantage towards the end of the race and might be able to make the overtake then.
And with roughly eight laps to go, those softs might last, but battling you, it's going to wear them out just that much faster.
Yeah, and judging based off of the way that Bob was driving, I think he's going to burn through those soft tires quite quickly. Speaking of burnt racing soft tires, T-Bone is looking pretty grim there. Still needing to use the racing medium tires for the rest of the race. So T-Bone's going to have to make another pit stop. He's about 10 seconds ahead of Dinosaur. I think if he makes another pit stop, that's going to put him squarely in like maybe 12th or 13th position, maybe further down.
Because the pit stop along Daytona is at least 30 to 40 seconds on its own, without the tire change or any fuel.
Yeah, when Willie did his pit stop, he was about 41 seconds ahead of Collazo, and then ended up about 5 seconds ahead of him. So it's about like 36, 38-ish. And so Dip has been doing a great job in the league so far. So he finished 4th the last week at Gilles Villeneuve and is currently in 4th place here. Strong, very strong number 2 driver for Team.com. So Dinosaur looking at a potential top 5 finish. If you count T-Bone out of the top 5 because he still has to make a pit stop.
And 2.3 seconds to Accession. Dino can put up a good defense, but Accession, he hot on his tail in just a minute.
I mean, they're lapping similar times, it looks like. Yeah, they're the 147, low 147s. Yeah, Dip did really well in the iRacing Daytona 24-hour race this year. I mean, in general, I feel like Dip has improved quite a lot. So, like, not only is he doing well here, like he did well in Gilles Villeneuve last week, and that's a very different track from Daytona.
True. I feel he's one of those people where he needs to focus, lock in, and he does really well.
Yeah.
He definitely has the raw pace to keep up with most of the faster drivers. As, you know, of course, he's currently in 4th place.
And this lineup for D1 is no joke either. Like, everyone is fairly quick. Like, B French shows up in a lot of like our auxiliary events and is quite fast. T-Bone we've seen qualify very high as well. Yeah, we've seen Accession do well in qualifying events too, and then Bob as well, like qualifying I think 3rd last race. I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it was 3rd. So a lot of these drivers, I think what's bringing them back a little bit is just some of the mistakes they're making on track. But I mean, they're going to start dialing it in as the season goes on, and then it's just going to get tighter and tighter. This like midfield section.
Yeah, especially as they get more comfortable with the car and whatnot.
So B French has caught up to Rick James. Looks like Rick James is kind of struggling a little bit on those mediums. We were thinking he was going to catch up or even fight for 7th with Bob there, but now he's fallen behind and is now under threat by B French. Oh, look at this. Sir Hames under threat. Dip is only 0.3 of a second behind Sir Hames in the slipstream going down the front straight. Oh, this looks sketchy for Sir Hames.
It's always the decision right here. What line are you going to take? Are you going to defend the inside or use the bigger braking zone on the outside?
Oh, and Sir Hames goes deep, and Dip does over under to get the inside of the apex.
He dives it in, takes it. That was a fantastic move on Dip.
Yeah, what a great move.
We should replay that from the.
Let's take a look at this replay.
Goes for the outside. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, very nice pass. It looks like he did bump Sir Hames there just a tiny bit, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to be anything. I think Dip,
it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I think it's also inevitable for Dip to pass Sir Hames. So Dip's on the racing soft tires and Sir Hames on the mediums. There's a significant pace difference there. Dip's PB was 2 laps ago 146.5, and Sir Hames is running the 147.5, so almost a full second faster. Man, so Dip will be potentially on the podium. The 1-3 for Team.com. They're going to start running away with it. Accession is in 6th place. I think Team.com is going to have a solid first place gap to 2nd place for Division 1 after week 2.
Especially with Accession, the heels of Dinosaur.
Yeah, if he passes Dinosaur, then it's going to be a top 5 finish for all Team.com drivers.
Be curious to see if Dino can hold off that 5th position there. Only a few laps left. But Dino he's good defending.
Oh, side by side into turn 1. And he keeps the inside there. Good defending by Dinosaur. If they keep fighting though, they're gonna allow Bob to get into the mix. There's only 4 laps left in the race though. I don't know if that's gonna be enough for them to get themselves backed up into Bob. But Rick James here is gonna have to find himself defending against B French and T-Bone to the end of this race. Dinosaur defends going out of turn 6.
And of course, classic song and dance of you have the draft.
Oh,
What
Rick
move do you make?
James
Rick
loses
James.
control. Oh no! And then T-Bone
exit
is going
right.
to make a pass on B French. B French takes the inside. He's going to defend going into the bus stop. Oh man! Good positioning there by B French. Let's check in on Accession here. Accession going side by side with Dinosaur down in T1 again. Oh my god, dude, I love Daytona. Daytona is so good for racing.
That's crazy, some of the best battles.
Dinosaur has lost out to Accession due to the draft there. I don't think he'll be able to defend any longer. B French now defending against T-Bone into turn 1.
Usually holding that inside line is the best line for T1 to the hairpin, but the person who's best on the brakes can use the outside line to whip around the person.
Yep. You can also hope that the person defending the inside 2 brakes too late and you can pull an over-under and get a better exit speed going through the infield into the first horseshoe. B French there having to defend versus T-Bone, but loses out. T-Bone getting the better exit speed coming out of the first horseshoe. So T-Bone able to make the pass. Accession able to make the pass. Dinosaur hanging on though, not completely out of the fight. I think he's still in the slipstream, so Dinosaur could still regain that top 5 position back if he has a chance.
And his best bet now would be to bide his time and have a good exit out of the bus stop and use that draft to slingshot.
Yep.
Force the finish line.
I think he's struggling a little bit though. Like his times are like a 1:48.5, and Accession is still in the low 1:47s. All he needs is Accession to make one mistake, and that can neutralize the gap once more. And as long as he can stay close,
Just one little slip.
yeah, as long as he can stay close, he just needs that slipstream. So Bob under threat. So Bob has some really old tires, it looks like. T-Bone with fresh tires.
Good.
Also, T-Bone had to do the two-stopper. That's why T-Bone's tires are so... Yeah, that's why they're so... But they're all softs again, right? Like...
T-Bone. Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe it was a mistake.
Yeah,
on the outside line, his tire was definitely feeling him.
I don't know, man.
But he let the teammate pass, though. Yeah, we'll have to do a little inquiry to see if T-Bone has changed the rules.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, mistakes happen. It could be 2 mistakes back to back. Who knows?
All right, so we're at the final lap. Willie has pulled ahead 7 seconds ahead of Anthony Colazzo. Man, what a drive by Willie. Again, no mistakes, super solid strategy. Like, he kept up with Anthony Colazzo and Sir Hames on medium tires when they were on softs, all the while saving fuel to make it 20 laps, 20 lap stint, and then finish off with 12 on the racing soft tires. There's a reason why Willie has won pretty much every Drivers' Championship he's entered in the league, and why Team.com has always been either the top or near the top at the end of the league seasons. What a competent driver.
Team to watch.
Yeah, what a very competent driver. What a very competent team captain too. Now he's just rubbing it in by I don't know if he's doing that on purpose.
He is.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I'll say gloating, but it's a little bit of a.
Yeah, epic finish by Willie.
Line.
Congratulations to Willie for winning the race. Anthony Colazzo for putting up a fight. Dip for a third place finish to put Team.com a 1-3 finish at Daytona. Excellent drive by Dip Dunkel. Also, Hames picked up damage on that left wheel there. I don't know how that happened.
Very interesting.
Session brings it home in 5th place to give Team.com a 1-3-5. Dinosaur finishes in 6th. T-Bone 7th. Bob Q and B French and Rick James go across the line side by side. B French narrowly winning out as in 11th. Wow, we got the whole field on the same lap. That's kind of rare for our races.
Yeah, and especially with a little bit different pit strategies and just overall speed of the top of the pack, it is nice to see ones that they're on the same lap. I've also seen no real big accidents to have occurred. I did see a couple cars go off in the first few corners, so I'm curious to see what incidents may appear from that.
All right, let's take a look at the results one more time. So Willie with the race win and the best lap of 1:45.7, a clear second, faster than the second most. Oh no, actually we have 1:46.4s in the mix, but even still, dominating performance by Willie. Even though the first stint was pretty much all battling, so that was really impressive to see Willie fuel manage during that part of the race. Anthony Colazzo second, Dip in third. Sorry, Ames fourth. Accession fifth, again having Team.com finish with a 1:35. Then we got Beef Supreme with a 6.78 finish. Dinosaur, T-Bone, and Bob Q. Solid result by Team Beef Supreme. Then we have the 3 threat level midnight cars: B French, Rick James, and Ads. So they get some points on the board for week 2, not having any week 1. Cecil Turtle finishes in 12th place. Happy Hippo 13th, and then a DNF by Superfun. I think that was at some point, I think in the middle of the race. So it was unfortunate there for Superfun, but great race overall, man. That was amazing to watch.
That was, like as we said, Daytona creates a lot of good battles. There's plenty of road is the thing. So there's only like one pinch point on the track, so like every corner's opportunity.
Yeah, I'm extremely pleased, both as a streamer, a commentator, and a viewer of this race. Again, like I just think that like last week kind of set the tone for like the season with the last place or the last turn battle and overtake by Willie going into this race here, having tons of battling, tons of passing, lots of back and forth. Next week we will be at, let's see here. Next week we will be Autopolis. So Autopolis is actually going to be pretty interesting. Autopolis is actually much more difficult for side-by-side racing. It's a tough track to pass. So I think Autopolis is going to be a lot like Gio Villeneuve, where it's going to be mostly race strategy. But even with Gio Villeneuve, we saw a lot of action, right? Like Gio Villeneuve is a tough track to race on, but we still saw a lot of action. So that might be the case here with Autopolis.
Yeah. Autopolis is going to be interesting because it's a good racing track, but it's also a tire eater. Tires do not last long.
Yeah, that's
on
right.
Autopolis. It's just a handful of corners that put a lot of stress on the car. But I mean, it's very technical. It's going to be very interesting to see how people tune the cars for Autopolis.
Yeah, Autopolis is very much in all races, like the tune affects like so much in the race, but especially Autopolis, like you're saying, the tire degradation, and it's one of those tracks where I feel like it's kind of almost balanced between needing downforce and needing top speed. So it'll be interesting to see who elects for more downforce and more speed through the high speed corners, and save a little bit on the tires versus those who elect for a higher top speed and slightly more degradation through those fast corners. So that will also be interesting to see.
I mean, a lot of good points on that.
All right. Any other thing you want to point out or give a shout out to? Driver of the day. Who do you think the driver of the day is?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's because a lot of my first thought I'd say Accession.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe
the top 5 finish.
Dip,
yeah.
Because they both seem to have issues. In the first lap, we saw, I think it was Dip drop on the 9th, and then pull back the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And same for Accession, seemed to have a little bit of struggle and then pull it back.
Yep. And I think I'll toss.
Dino had a
I was gonna toss Dinosaur in there in the mix. Dinosaur started, I think, 2nd or 3rd last, and finished 6th.
I think he was, 12 to 6 is a solid run.
Yep. All right. So with that, we will leave you to we'll see you next week for Autopolis, same time. If you are new viewing us, we are LRC, Learners Racing Collective. I pinned a Discord invite in chat, so if you want to come race with us, come race in Division 2. We have some open slots every week for anyone who wants to race with us there. Or if you just want to race in any of our non-committal events, like our one-offs during the week, you can do that too. So click on that link, join our Discord server, and start getting to race with us. And we have like a pretty high, as you can see from the races and the broadcast, we have a pretty high standard for passing and cleanliness. So if you join us, that's one of the benefits of being part of LRC and racing with us. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week.